Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. In today's video, we'll be checking out the top 5 players per position according to Score 90. They just dropped this on their Instagram. Let me react to this. Top 5 goalkeepers. Jan Sommer 5th place, Courtois 4th, Oblak 3rd, Alisson 2nd, and Donnarumma 1st. I think these are probably the top 5 keepers. Like Raya, Szczesny deserve like a shout, but when it comes to the top 5, they got it strongly. When it comes to the ranking, Donna should be first this season. Alisson, Oblak, Courtois, Sommer. This is valid. Because Jan Sommer, yes, in the UCL, he's been one step below Donnarumma, but he's been very good. But then in the Serie A, he's had some question marks over him. But overall, a great top 5, dominated by a Paris Saint-Germain player. Moving on to the next position, we have center backs. Only one Paris Saint-Germain player, and that's Marquinhos. Every single time these Score 90 drop these things, the center back is always the worst one because it proves how much of casuals they are. Bastoni first. I don't have anything against it. Van Dijk should not be second. He just shouldn't be second. Should be in the top 5. He should be in the top 5, but not second. And then this fucking Gabriel Saliba hype, man. How many times do they need to get exposed at the top level for you to understand that we don't care that they can keep a clean sheet against Burnley and Sunderland and Southampton and these garbage teams? I have never understood the hype about Gabriel and Saliba. I'm going to be honest. I barely think they're top 10 center-backs in the world. And how is Marquinhos here? If there should be anybody, there should be a Paris Saint-Germain representative, and that's Pacho, who's been the best Champions League centre-back this season. But yeah, he's nowhere to be seen. I have no clue on Marquinhos. And this Gabriel Saliba hype has to stop, man. It has to stop. I don't care that Arsenal having conceded over 3 goals in 700 games. I couldn't care less. Stop hyping these two up. Stop hyping them up, please. Nah. Not the best when it comes to centre-backs. Moving on to right back. Timber in 5th spot, Dumfries 4th, Trent in 3rd, Koundé in 2nd, and Hakimi in 1st. Hakimi, obviously, undoubtedly the best right back in the world. Koundé deserves 2nd place. I would switch these two around. This is for 2024, 2025. Why is Trent 3rd? Once again, and this is another player I barely understand. I understand the hype about Trent, but the overhypement, I've never understood it. Like, I've watched Trent. He's not the 3rd best right back in the world this season. Dumfries should be ahead of him. And, if Timber wasn't injured, could potentially also be ahead of Trent, like, ability-wise. I just don't rate Trent that highly. But they got 1 and 2nd solid. I think Dumfries should move up. Trent can be 4th. Trying to think, have they missed someone? I don't think so. Moving on to the next one, we have left backs. Once again, Paris Saint-Germain at the top, baby. Grimaldo, Di Marco, Balde, Davies, Nuno Mendes. I think for the 2024-2025 season, the only better left back than Nuno Mendes. The only better left back. Yeah, the best left back in the world apart from Nuno is Balde. So Balde should be 2nd. Davis obviously had the injury, but he was really important, really crucial for Bayern this season. I can give him 3rd spot. Di Marco, Grimaldo. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think Balde should move up. But once again, Don at the top, Hakimi at the top, Nuno at the top, and Pacho should have been in the centre-backs top 5, man. That's disgusting. Moving on to defensive midfielders, we have Frenkie de Jong, Moises Caicedo, Gravenberch, Kimmich, and Vitinha. And this is one thing, because we'll come to central midfielders after this. This is one thing I haven't understood the Score 90. They don't know what a defensive midfielder and a central midfielder is. You will see when we come to the central midfielders. Because, for example, Vitinha, yes, he's our deepest player, but he's not our defensive midfielder. He's our central midfielder. João Neves is our defensive midfielder. But Vitinha is our 6, whilst Neves plays as an 8 box-to-box. Once again, not understanding football. So it's a bit weird. So I guess these are all like the deepest player at their respective clubs, which is true. I would call him more deep playing midfielder instead of defensive, because Caicedo's the only one defensive here, like defensive. But yeah, going into the ranking, Vitinha first. Happy with that. Kimmich second. Yeah, Gravenberg, Caicedo. You know, Gravenberg, another player I don't understand the hype about that much. Yes, he can do a nice turn and so on, but from what I've seen from Moises Caicedo, I know it's probably because Chelsea or Liverpool won the league and Chelsea didn't, but I think Caicedo should be higher than Gravenberg. De Jong obviously ended the season really well with Barca, but majority of it was barely a starter. Wasn't that good, so are they missing anyone? I don't think so. All right. Moving on, as I told you guys, to midfielders. So here's central midfielders. And for some reason, João Neves is not here. I remember they did like a top 5 in each position a couple of months ago, and they missed out on João Neves that time as well. I don't understand how João Neves is not making this list at all. I don't understand. And as you can see right here, they have Pedri. He's the deepest player. But sure. Valverde, Barella, McAllister, Rice. I mean, the list is good, but João Neves should be here. João Neves, up him either third or second. Move down all the rest. Yeah, Rice can move out of the top 5. How João Neves is not here is a complete embarrassment. But apart from that, apart from him missing, I don't know, maybe he thinks he's a goalkeeper or something. Apart from that, it's a dub list. Moving on to attacking midfielders. Wirtz, Bellingham, Musiala, Bruno, and Sanchez, I think his name is. The only like Paris Saint-Germain player that could have been in this top 5 is Desiree Doué. Honestly, I don't know how good Sanchez has been this season, so I'm not talking about him, but I don't know how Bellingham keeps making this list and comes second as well. Like, what is this, man? And Bruno's had an underrated. I'll put Bruno second behind Wirtz. Musiala, Bellingham. It's mid, man. Like, both of them have not been good this season. Like, are they genuinely not any better attacking midfielders? I know that most teams don't play with an attacking midfielder, but really? Well, do we gotta have a big season next season then? Moving on to raw wingers. I saw this before. I don't understand this fucking Yamal shit. No, I do understand the Yamal hype, but saying is like the disrespect to Ousmane Dembélé constantly, especially by this score 90 guy. He's definitely proving himself to be a Barca fan because of the stuff he puts out. Even in the Ballon d'Or ranking, he had the Yamal first for some reason. How is Yamal a better football player than Ousmane Dembélé? I completely do not understand that. How has Yamal had a better season than Ousmane Dembélé? I completely do not understand that. Switch them booster first, Yamal's, and second of all, Dembouz is playing as a false 9 this season. Like, this guy reeks. No João Neves. Marquinhos makes the top 5, but not Pacho. And then Dembouz is second here. Shout out for all the other PSG prop as Vitinha, Hakimi, Nuno, and Donna. Thing is, yeah, but still shout out for that. But apart from that, yeah, Dembouz first, Yamal second, Salah third, Olise fourth, Saka fifth. Apart from that, it's valid. Apart from that, this list is valid. Moving on to left wingers, and this one was a bit weird. So we got Rafinha first, Vini second, Khvicha third, Barcola fourth, and Luis Diaz fifth. Man, shout out to Kvara, man. Kvara barely been here, 3 months, and he's already making Ballon d'Or top 10s and top 5 left wingers here. Happy to have Barcola here as well. I'm trying to think of other left wingers. Yeah, this is basically it. What the fuck is Vini doing second? Like, Kvara in 4 months has been better than Vini. Barcola has also been better than Vini this season. Rafinha first, Luis Diaz can be fifth, and then move Vini to either fourth. Yeah, move Vini to fourth, Kvara second, Barcola third. And lastly but not least, strikers. Obviously, nobody Saint-Germain players is available for this position apart from Gonçalo Ramos. Mbappe first, Leva second, Thuram third, Alvarez fourth, and Kane fifth. Mbappe first, valid. Leva second, valid. Dub. Why is Thuram this high? I don't understand that. Alvarez. Ooh. I think both Alvarez and Kane is really tight. Both have been really great this season. Both should be ahead of Thuram. Easily. So, you know what? Majority of these top fives, they were good. Especially from the Paris Saint-Germain perspective. We usually get heavily disrespected in these top fives and everything. My main issue is these people, they don't watch the games. They don't do this based on ability and performances. They do it a little bit, the team, the collective. So because we're in a Champions League final, because we've won the league, because we're on for a treble, a quadruple, you're seeing a lot of Paris Saint-Germain domination. I understand that, but that's not how you should be making these rankings. But I remember I saw this guy's rankings like 4 months ago. It was worse. So thanks for the update. Thanks for the improvement. The only stuff that I would change was obviously what is Marquinhos doing in the top 5 and how is Pacho not there. I was João Neves not in this list. Maybe you could push Due in instead of that Sanchez guy. Or even Musiala or Bellingham at this point, man. And then Dembele over Yamal, man. And then how is Vini ahead of Barcola and Khvicha? I don't understand that. But we've seen the Ballon d'Or list. We've seen now the score 90. The Paris Saint-Germain PR at the moment is at an all-time high. Let me just show this. I obviously showed this for a short before, but look at this beauty. Full list of current odds according to Odds Checker. And as you can see, 1 PSG player, 2, 3, and 4. We might have 4, potentially 5 players in the top 10 of the Ballon d'Or. It's really deserved PR. Like Nuno Hakimi, they've been the best fullback duo for like 2 years. But now because we're in a UCL final, now everyone can say it. But it's been like that for the past 2 seasons. That's my main issue with just the casuals in the world. But I understand. They just tune in to watch the Champions League game. If you don't go through, they won't rate you. It is what it is. But very proud of my players getting the PR that they deserve. Hopefully they get more PR that they deserve. No undeserved PR. We only appreciate deserved PR on this list. But yeah, that's been it from boy PSG. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez, Paris.